It's sick. It's sickening. Why was she rubbing our child?
Tim Spradlin talking about the woman caught on camera touching his son right outside of their home. She's in jail, and now the boy's parents are left with a lot of questions. I'm Angenette Levy, and thanks for joining us here on Law and Crime. Lisa Nacrelli is the woman who's facing charges for the incident involving that 4-year-old boy last weekend. This happened in Norwood, Ohio, just outside of Cincinnati. The charges Nacrelli faces: burglary, impersonating an officer, and criminal child enticement. On Saturday afternoon, the Spradlins' home security camera recorded Nacrelli walking up to the boy, who was sitting on his bike in front of their house, and talking with him. Eventually, she starts to rub his back.
Why was she touching him the way she was? If it was her proclaiming that she thought a child was outside alone, then why did she look at the other neighbors around and the other child on the porch next door that my son was playing with, and why would she just stand there and keep touching him instead of knocking on a door, say, hey, is this your child? He wasn't doing anything wrong. He was on his bike in front of his yard.
The 4-year-old knew something wasn't right. He gets off of his bike and walks into the house. Nacrelli stands staring at the home.
He turns 5 this weekend, and we're trying not to make him remember it a lot, but it did make him very uncomfortable in the situation. We have taught him to strangers, you run and tell us whatever the case is. Mom was just inside changing the baby, coming from a pool party, going to another little pool party.
Tell her I'm from CPS.
Spradlin's son came out of the house with his mom, and what happened next almost defies belief. Nacrelli, according to the Spradlins, claimed she was with Child Protective Services and walked into the home.
And we've never ran into an issue where we've had to have child services come in. So we didn't know what their badge looks like or any of that. The woman had a badge, so she must have had a plan of some kind. And it scared us that we just let somebody in our house that does not work for the government, and then after reviewing video of what she was doing.
Did she have a badge?
My wife said she did have a badge that said Hamilton County Child Protective Services with her real name on the badge that we now know.
Police tell me they did not find a badge when they took Nacrelli into custody. In her written statement to police, Nacrelli admitted she'd been drinking since she got up that morning and was walking to the store to get more beer. She claimed she didn't feel the child was being supervised properly, so she pretended to be a child services officer to scare the parents. Nacrelli is still behind bars. She has yet to post the $3,250 required for her bail. If she does post it, she also has to wear an electronic monitoring bracelet. Meanwhile, Tim Spradlin says he and his wife are going to see this case through to the end.
We're going to be at all the court cases. We're going to follow this and just keep pushing it and trying to let people know that it can be anybody that comes after your children.
Tim Spradlin tells me he obtained a restraining order that says Lisa Nacrelli cannot come within 500 feet of his home or his family, even though she lives nearby. If she posts bail, she's also been ordered to not have any contact with the family or to use alcohol or drugs. Police tell me she does not have a past criminal record for this type of behavior. She'll be back in court next week. I'm Angenette Levy for Law and Crime.